During all this, you don't think God's at work. A friend of mine, young preacher, is preaching the fourth week of a meeting up in Travelers Rest, South Carolina. Been having people saved at Bethany Baptist Church, and so God's at work. So don't ever let him think he's not at work. And so he's bigger than whatever virus we're going through.
Amen. Page 286. Let's stand and sing the Glory Land Way. I'm in the way, the bright and shining way. I'm in the glory land way. Telling the world that Jesus saves today. Yes, I'm in the glory land way. I'm in the glory land way. I'm in the glory land way. Heaven is near and we grow it clear, for I'm in the glory land way. Listen to the call, the gospel call today. In the glory land way. Wanderers come home, oh hasten to obey and get in the glory land way. I'm in the glory land way. I'm in the glory land way. Heaven is near and we grow it clear, for I'm in the glory land way. Onward I go, rejoicing in His love. I'm in the glory land way. Soon I shall see Him in that home above. I'm in the glory land way. I'm in the glory land way. I'm in the glory land way. Heaven is near and we grow it clear, for I'm in the glory land way. Amen. You can be seated.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Glory to
Glory
God.
land way. Hey, that's the way.
Oh, I like it when we're in the glory land way.
Yep.
But you know, I hadn't been in a while. Like Brother Bree said, we've been dragging.
Yeah.
You know, I've said it I don't know how many times that I want this to be over. I want to get back to what we call normal,
Yeah.
if not better than normal.
Sure.
But I've been tired and irritable and grumpy and all the other adjectives you can throw in there. But when I look at the cross of
Oh, yeah.
Calvary,
Right.
I just wonder if God might have said, you know, I'm tired, I'm grumpy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kind of tired of
Cross
this.
anyway.
I'm kind of tired of looking at all the things that are going on, and this might be just a little something that He's given us a taste of because He's a little tired and grumpy.
Right. Yeah.
He might be a little irritable over some of the things that we do, some of the places that we've
Oh,
gone, some of the changes in our lives, and some of the neglect we've given Him.
Yeah.
But when we look back to Calvary, that's what gives me the strength to go on.
Right.
Amen.
Right.
Yes. Thank God.
God's children too long have been burdened. They're longing for heaven's green shore, where heartaches are left far behind us, and the burdens are carried no more. Come morning, I'll walk by the river.
Amen. Oh, yeah.
And I'll rest 'neath that evergreen tree.
Yes.
And I'll carry my cross through the midnight. Come morning, there's glory for me. Sometimes I'm despised and rejected, and I question, oh Father, how long? Then I take one more look at Mount Calvary, and it gives me the strength to go on. Come morning, I'll walk by the river, and I'll rest 'neath that evergreen tree, and I'll carry my cross through the midnight. Come morning, there's glory for me. But you know, in that second verse that I sang, where it says, I take one more look at
One more
Mount
look at
Calvary,
Mount Calvary.
Right.
If we just keep our eyes focused on that, keep our eyes focused on Him and what the sacrifice we're going through is nothing compared to what He went
That's
through
right,
at
that's
Calvary.
right, that's right.
And I'll take one more look. I said I'll take one more look at Mount Calvary.
Look at that.
And it gives me
Yes.
the strength to go on.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll carry my cross through the midnight.
Yes.
Come morning, there's glory for me.
Amen. Amen.
Now let's keep looking at the cross. Keep your eyes fastened on Jesus, looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith.
That's right.
Got to thinking, come morning. Everybody knows I like Civil War history, and I guess you say my favorite personality. I've got two, Robert E. Lee, but my favorite one is Thomas Jonathan Jackson, known as Stonewall. And we know that he was coming back in after doing some recon, and it was foggy, and one of the men that was on point mistaken him for the enemy and shot him. And his arm was amputated. He was sent to a hospital, ended up in a home, and was dying. His wife was called to get there, and he was a great Christian. In fact, there's a church in Virginia, a black church in Virginia, that has a picture of Stonewall Jackson. You say, why? Because before the Civil War, he wanted those small black kids who could not read to be able to read. He wanted them to know the Bible, so he taught his Sunday school class for them. But he was dying, and so they kept saying, well, maybe he'll make it to the morning. And about the time morning come up, he said his last words. He said, let us make it across the river and rest beneath the trees. One day, come morning, we'll cross the river and rest beneath the trees.
Amen.
Praise God for that day. Okay, come on, I'll get you some water. Come on and preach for us. You got water? Okay.
Amen. Genesis chapter number 35. I'll flip the lapel mic.